Hello, this video is here to help you understand what I'm talking about when I say I'd like you to fill out an inner voice sheet. So at this point, we have been reading the article, A New Study Explains Why You and Your 7th Grade Best Friend Drifted Apart, and you were asked to annotate or write your thinking in the margins, or if you're doing it electronically, to do comments on what you're thinking as you read. And you should have also experienced a class discussion about what other people are thinking. And my hope is that your thinking got a little bit deeper. You were able to analyze the article a little bit more than when you had done it just on your own. And that's the beauty of class discussion and hearing what other people are thinking. And that's the beauty of being able to share what you're learning and reading. So now I want you to take it a step further. And I want you to pick something that you is really mulling around in your mind a little bit concerning this article. And I want you to add it to what I call an inner voice sheet. So you're basically going to take 4 different sections or text from the reading, and I want you to tell me really thoughtfully what it is, what's going through your mind. So as you can see, I have my electronic version of my annotations, just because that's a little easier to show you here. And I've got things commenting on the dates, the title even. I've got a couple of comments for each paragraph even. And you can see all of my comments here and just things that I'm thinking. Sometimes it's a summary, sometimes it's a connection or a question, just a lot of different things. And what I'm going to do is pick a couple that I think are really worth extra thinking. And I'm going to copy and paste it over to my inner voice sheet. I filled out a couple of them just so you can see. One of them that I thought was sort of interesting was in this paragraph where it says, "It's always a painful thing when a friendship ends, no matter what age you are. But for middle schoolers, it is especially awful," Hartle argues. "These years are a time of huge, quote, cognitive and emotional changes," she writes, which, quote, "elevates the significance of friendships at the same time that growing independence from parents heightens interconnections between friends." Wow, that's a lot. That cognitive and emotional changes was something that kind of stood out to me, and I'd already put a comment on it. So what I would do is I would copy this and do Control-C to copy it, and then I'd go ahead and go open my Inner Voice graphic organizer and then do Control Paste here, and I've already done this, or Control V for paste, and just to show you. And on this sheet, which we talked about in class, here the directions are: you begin reading the title starting at the text starting at the title, record conversations you've had in your head while reading. This includes the reading strategies, and we talked about these in class. Now you pick one and use at least 3 sentences in each box. This will let your teacher know exactly what you're thinking when reading. So I copy and paste it here. Here is the strategy. It was like an unfamiliar word or connection. It's not that I've never heard those words before, but those words specifically made me really think about what it's like in friendships and when you're in middle school and how that is particularly important. So here's my full thinking in at least 3 sentences. I know middle schoolers are going through a lot of change. Cognitive, I believe, means mental change. I think this is not just learning, but also self-image, social interactions, etc. Emotionally, middle school students are also changing. When everything within them is changing, it's especially hard when friendships fall apart. And it hurts. I have seen many students upset when the drama starts to stir and when friendships start to shift. As an adult, I know they will eventually land with the right friends, but it doesn't make it hurt any less in the moment. So this is just from my experience as a middle school teacher, things I've seen. And so this is me elaborating more. And it's 3 sentences, but not just 3, 4 to 5 word sentences. I'm really telling you what I'm thinking, and that's what I want you to do. So good luck. Make sure that you write enough. If I have a lot of people that are wanting to say things in as few words possible, that's not the point here. I really want you to dig deep and think thoughtfully and analytically about what this article is saying and how it applies to your life. All right, good luck.